Economics and culture are interlinked. You cannot separate economics from culture. Whoever tampers with your culture tampers with your economics. Whenever and whoever infiltrates or disturbs the order of the culture of any community, any society, any organization, or any group of people directly and automatically interferes and disturbs the economic order. If as Black people we are to regain our economic glory that we had pre the slave period, prior to colonialism, then we have got to rebuild the broken pillars and the broken walls and foundations of our cultural systems. For example, we have completely disregarded our ancient African traditional societal systems of education and substituted those for the white man's system of education. And now we have to pay lectures, and now we have to study what they bring to us. What they have presented to us is what we study. Now we have to learn our history from the very people that are determined to completely erase and contaminate our history with a host of lies. So you see, now we are buying the literature. And when we buy the literature, we are giving them economic value for having their educational culture be instituted or injected into our African setting. I'll give you another example. Look at the systems of dressing, our dress code. We had our ancient systems of dress codes. You know, we had our lesus and our kitenges and our sandals, our leather sandals and our animal skins and all these things. We were not dying. It's not like the founders dying from the kind of clothes that we put on. But look today, especially the millennials, the young people don't want to be associated with any cultural outfits. They would rather put on Gucci and Versace, Louis Vuitton, all these Western brands, Calvin Klein, and they feel as though they are more valuable when they put on these Western clothes. They feel above the rest. They feel that if I have a Gucci on, even in music videos that we watch, from Europe and from America, people think that these things add value to them. Now you see, we buy their clothes in huge quantities from Europe, from America, and from Asia, and we give them money, and we have completely disregarded our cultural outfits. So you see then how culture and economics are interlinked. So if we are to revive the broken molds of our economic ancient systems, which anchored our glory, we have got to begin working very tirelessly in the direction of reviving our cultural systems of education, our cultural systems of dressing, our cultural systems of weddings and matrimony, our cultural systems of trade and of commerce. Remember, we didn't have this system of, will you give me money and I give you what I have. No, we used the barter trading kind of system. Culturally, it was our cultural mode of trade. And it was meant to ensure that what I give you is equal value to what you give me. But nowadays you have Western corporations coming to Africa and paying peanuts for priceless, minerals and natural resources. They can give you a few $100,000 and they take chunks of gold, chunks of silver, huge tons of oil. So you see now, we have got to rebuild our ancient cultural structures because they have been infiltrated by a group of people that want to keep their knees on our necks. Do you understand? They want to keep us entirely oppressed. They want Africa and Africans to keep powering and sustaining the Western establishment, the Western industries and political systems. So I submit to you, brothers and sisters, wherever you are watching from, the Middle East or the Caribbean or Europe or in Asia or in the United States of America, if Africa is to come on top again and restore its ancient glory that it had before slavery and colonialism, the way we have to do it is by rebuilding our heritage, our ancient structures and faculties that anchored our glory. We have to rebuild and revive our cultural spectrums, or else we are always going to be a people that sustains and builds Western industry and not benefit, and our offsprings will not benefit. We shall give back to our offsprings, and they will be born into the culture of oppression, into the culture of working for foreign industry, into the culture of oppression, into the culture of inferiority to the white man. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. Thank you for watching.